Hello, collective. Good afternoon. Tarot Flow here to give you your weekly collective message. I hope everybody had a wonderful weekend. And just a reminder, we're still in the new moon and Gemini energy. So please do all the things, set your intentions, do a burn ritual, do some healing, do some emotional regulation, whatever it is that you need to do for yourself at this time. But if you feel like this message is going to resonate with you, please stay. And if not, you can scroll away at this time. Remember, time is an illusion, energy is fluid. So if you feel like this message is going to resonate with you, please at all times take what resonates and leave behind what does not. Okay. Today we're going to use the Modern Witch Tarot, and this message will be good for this week. However, if this message reaches you after June 15th or after June 21st, it's still going to resonate. Okay, so let's see what's in store for the week ahead. We're still in new moon energy. We had new moon last night. Okay, so let's see what's going on for the collective at this time. These big old cards. I'm hearing a lot of rest could be like really necessary for some of you at this time. Because the new moon in Gemini is helping with our mental capacity. And if you read my energy update yesterday, it's a common theme around understanding the difference between perception and perspective. So perception is how you process information, and perspective is like, looking at certain things from a different angle. Okay. And because Gemini is the sign of duality and polarity, there's going to be a theme as we move into this Mercury retrograde this month that we will have the opportunity to look at both sides of the coin for exactly what it is. So I feel like the new moon in Gemini is helping with the distorted ego to allow you to come into a much more healthy ego, to put you in alignment and move you towards the things that you've been asking for. It's almost as if, like, for some of you, the distorted programming around your ego is holding you back from having the experience that you are hoping to have, whatever outcome you're hoping to get to. Now, this makes a lot of sense too. Thank you. So at this time, we have 5 cards. I'm also going to talk about the card on the bottom of the deck because this is going to be really important too. Okay. So we have the 7 of Wands, Page of Swords, Page of Cups, Ace of Cups, 3 of Pentacles. I like this a lot. A lot of new beginning here around emotional stability, emotional refinement, mental refinement, mental capacity. But also with the 7 of Wands here, this is like protection or having to defend yourself in some way, shape, or form. So maybe you're having to defend yourself in your ideas, your beliefs. Maybe you're having to defend yourself in expression or, being truthful about what you need versus what you want at this time, right? And so this is a big emphasis on standing up for yourself in different ways, different areas of your life in order to help give you this reward or this self-love here, this full cup, making sure that you're taking care of yourself so you're not giving yourself to others in a way that is draining you or, making you crash out. The most important card on this spread I want to talk about is the 3 of Pentacles. For me as a reader, this is divine orchestration, right? So for some of you, this could be you coming into having to defend yourself around your beliefs or your emotional stability or whatever it is in order to give you this type of fulfillment. But the fulfillment is also going to require some type of collaboration with like a group of people, a community. Now, for some of you, this is you having direct communication with your team, your ancestors, your angels, your spirit guides, however you want to see it, however you want to look at it, whatever you subscribe to. This is, I feel like, spirit coming in to defend you while you are giving yourself the time to focus on new types of ideas, new ways of thinking, new ways of balancing your emotion in order to help bring you this. Now, the Page of Cups and the Ace of Cups also feels like good news. It feels like something good is coming in. Whether that's, if you've been waiting for something, whether that's good news, a gift, a reward, something of that nature. And for some of you at this time, currently going through maybe dark night of the soul or spontaneous awakenings, I feel like the Page of Cups and the Ace of Cups could also be like a new type of divination, maybe a spiritual gift, maybe cultivating one you already have. Maybe previous you were like, well, I know I have this gift, but I don't know how to tap into it. I feel like Spirit is kind of giving you the opportunity to be able to do that. And the reason why I wanted to bring up the spiritual collaboration with the Three of Pentacles is because the Magician is on the bottom of the deck. So I feel like a lot of you have this quality where, I believe this came up last week as well. This came up recently, but understanding that some of you are gumptious, you're resourceful, you have all the tools that you need to help make you successful, right? But maybe you might need help. And I feel like this divine intervention, this divine collaboration is the help that you need, right? So let's just say, for instance, as an example, maybe last week, or even over the weekend with the new moon, maybe you did a spiritual ritual, maybe you did a cleanse, a spiritual bath, something of that nature, where you did something to help remove blockages, help banish or dispel or collapse something in your reality. And then your divine team is coming in and assisting you with the protection and the collaboration needed to allow them to orchestrate things behind the scenes, right? It's like this kind of looks like a curtain. Okay. I mean, I think it's a wooden wall, but it kind of looks like a curtain because she's standing up on this platform up on stage. So this is also about showcasing. And if you've been watching my videos, I've been talking a lot about the Jupiter transit that will be happening at the end of this month on the 30th. Jupiter will be transiting into Leo. This has a lot to do with you having recognition within the public, and or you having like this sense of alignment, this sense of knowing that you are attracting and no longer chasing. But a lot of that attracting and or alignment also has to do with your public recognition, right? So invulnerability in some way, however that plays out for some of you, there's going to be a quality around, and this is going to be a confirmation also. It's 11:11 on the timer, Eastern Standard Time. Okay. So this is definitely something that is helping you with your public image, the way people view you, on top of if there's a business and or new project that you're hoping to, start or even dive into for the first time. And I'm only saying that because under the Magician, you also have the Page of Pentacles here. So this is integrating something you've learned and or doing something new for the first time, right? So this is going to be really big, helping you acquire what it is that you've been asking for in this new space now. Okay. And I also feel like too, with the Page of Swords and the Page of Cups, there could be an aspect for some of you with people outside of you watching you become this new person. Because sometimes the Page of Swords can also be like, reconnaissance or like, some type of surveillance. So I feel like you're being watched at this time. I feel like you're being watched on, especially like if you're a content creator and like you're vlogging or documenting your life or your experience or whatever it is. But because Jupiter is transiting into Leo on the 30th, a lot of that is about public recognition, and that's what this feels like here. The like, certain people watching you in terms of how you're a go-getter, how you are a team player, how you are allowing yourself to collaborate with, like-minded individuals and getting constructive criticism. you know. Sometimes that's very necessary in order for us to take accountability and or heal certain parts of ourselves, right? But there's a lot of healing here around your mental and your emotional, and I just love that energy so much because we will be moving into Mercury retrograde in Cancer, and then that's also like, so this new moon in Gemini is helping us with the mental capacity in order to prepare us for the emotional healing that is about to take place during Mercury retrograde. So if this resonated with you, please comment down below. I'm also leaving my info down here so you can contact me for a personal reading. And as always, I hope you guys have a wonderful week. I love you guys.